Here I am with video number 2 of 2, with the orientation being vertical this time. I noticed that. Don't get me wrong on that. And that I have my headphones on ambient sound, as I've always done for videos, but not without lifting the headphones off my ears. So at that point, this video topic will be why I have a controversial perspective of quality. Now, we're once again getting back into the vague and non-specific video ideas. The last one was Pikachu and SpongeBob, so that was a little fun for you guys. If you want to watch that 15-minute video, you can still go if you haven't watched it yet. But yeah, now we're going back into the for now at least the non-specific topics. Once more, there's not to be two like specific cutesy ones at the same time. That'd be pretty cool. But maybe I'll do that next time. But this is why I have quality issues with quality issues. Is that for the longest time. Actually, no, that's not there. That's okay. But it's not, I don't have an issue with that, but I don't know how to finish that sentence. But I'm going to keep these the challenge for this video is I'm going to have to keep this on vertical. I'm going to have to keep these headphones on both ears. And I'm going to have to not make this about random other atomic things like I did last video. But that was still brilliant. That was still brilliant for that video. But I'm going to try to make this concise for the quality thing. So if I can. If not, it's okay. But whenever I trim a video for fat and details and to make it smaller and to make it more concise so that people will watch it and save their time because everyone's busy, and I'm not saying that because I'm not busy. I force myself to be busy. I force myself to be busy, and that's not even just to brag. It's actually true. It's like I work at the point of obvious things that are there are so many negative disgusting things I could connect to this. Not from my own philosophies and personality and perspectives. I hope that I need to be about perspective. There's a lot about this that can go in a full circle. Is how I see perspective, how I see personality, how I see disgust and emotions in general, how I see quality. And so we're gonna try to maybe focus on quality. Again, even all these trigger words, focus, maybe personality, perspective. I don't know. There were some trigger words, Rain Man style, but connections to other memories, connections not. So quality. Whenever I trim a video, I feel like I'm betraying myself because I know that I want to still make content that's long, but I make a sacrifice. I experiment with everything, by the way, so I make a sacrifice knowing that and I don't have regrets doing that either. I make a sacrifice knowing that I can trim a video down and make it smaller so that people will actually enjoy it better, if not actually have their time saved and spent better. You know, I have a lot of different controversial perspectives about stuff like that, but with quality, in the meantime, if that was a nutshell in itself, I wouldn't want to say that I prefer to have a variety of content that's long and short so that I can move back and forth and flux between them. That's my preference. Even preference is a trigger word, Rain Man style, unfortunately. But the number of times I keep referencing autism in these clips so far. I wanted to start off making content. When I legitimately started off making content, I guess you could say I wasn't happy because I was doing quality short videos. That didn't have to be short, didn't have to be quality, but I did them just to make sure I knew what I was doing. Experimenting with everything, both dramatic and small steps at a time. So doing everything literally otherwise. But so I experimented with quality first, and I didn't regret that, but it still felt kind of bad because it wasn't really who I was at the time. Quality is still involved with some things about both my high value and consistency. So when quality comes into perspective, not just because of growth or even for people caring, but because it's like it just wasn't who I was. Quality is involved with part of my personality, but not all of it. So when I technically force quality in my content creations, for instance, quality can mean more things than just content creation on the YouTube. That's the centric criticism of this video. Not in a bad way. Not that bad centricism in a good way. But when I technically forced, unfortunately, quality in my videos, I didn't regret it because I was still experimenting. But I did the video trimmings, the technical and hardware aspects better, color grading. I even did color grading, audio adjustments, script writing, spacing out uploads, all that stuff. You know, not always improve your content, make quality good, make quality better, make content better. But you know, as with the content creation world and even the YouTube world of being a society person, not content creator or YouTuber, and there's different ways of seeing that, even compared to the unique ways. Like there's the YouTube version of branding or identity or content creation identity branding, however which one of those work. Roberto said that it was content creation that was a brand, and then YouTuber's identity, and then there are other YouTubers like Lamdog76. I keep mentioning him, who actually found the best community on the internet that he could find at that point and in real life, but without having to say it was all that good, because there were obviously trolls that unfortunately were involved in many different complicated ways. He has simple philosophies for how to deal with trolls. I unfortunately have a different way of seeing that. I think I mentioned that in the 48-minute video, but you know, I thought I haven't already. That I have a unique perspective of trolling, unfortunately, from my own underground experiences as well. So not always the same way, but you know, unique enough and relatable as well. I sometimes I do enjoy making quality videos. Not always, because it makes me feel bad that I force myself to do it, because I know that there's more free-spirited and free will in having to make content that's not lazy, but like content that makes me feel like who I am, more transparent and more caring about things, even if other people don't care, caring about myself and caring about what I do with things. And that doesn't have to mean lazy or taking time to upload or whatever. It's just like it doesn't have to mean those things, no matter what that means for you guys. Whenever I introduce quality in content, I want it to be something that doesn't have to be like and content creation again on YouTube is not the only thing where it's just be quality, but no matter what I improve, slowness of speech, sound of speech, volume, succinctness, simplicity. That was actually the 4 S's. I can make another video about that. Like the 4 S's, sound. I made this up by myself, by the way, I think I made it myself, but which was sound, simplicity, succinctness, and slowness, with the communication and confidence, I guess. That's not time to connect to the confidence, but you know, quality is, with content, I think quality was just something that really bothered me, because I felt like even if it was the only way to grow channels, it was not the only way that I would want to do content. So I did go back and forth between short and long videos. I did go back and forth between quality and consistency in my own way, and even both or neither, doing my own thing. Like, it's not so much to just be myself, though. There's more to it than that, but that's just one of the biggies of it, is I did want to be myself more, be more transparent, as you might hear what was his name from what was his name? That actor from some of those shows, those movies. Am I alright? That guy. So, for the old one and the newer video, Bill Murray, yeah. He mentions in an interview with, you might think bad things of Bill Murray and even other people he was with, but you have to admit some of those words are very sage wisdom, even compared to Don't Feed the Trolls. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in Don't Feed the Trolls, because I was seen as a troll myself before, so that was the clear on that. So that I have underground experience with that and underground wisdom with that as well. So if you want me to make a video about that, I can, but yeah. But yeah, Don't Feed the Trolls. I have a controversial perspective with that. But Bill Murray says that one of the things he wishes he could still have, even with everything he already has, in a successful way, achieving way, sincere, good, meaningful way, is the one thing he was technically missing was transparency. In that he meant that if he could just feel it in the moment more than he really does, but in a way that feels more complete and not as missing. It might me feel somber that he says that, but it's a very significant wisdom to pass on, either way. I'm glad he says that. I'm sure he found peace anyways at some point. If he's still alive, he should probably still be alive. He's just pretty old. No offense, Bill Murray. But yeah, with any of us, transparency is so important, even with or without quality or consistency or whatever else, or even high value. I've always mentioned high value about myself in the first two videos on 2011, 2010. Those are high value. They may not be quality, they may not be consistent, but they're high value. That's what I mean by that. High quality versus high value, you know, whichever one you work with. But if you're high quality and not high value, don't worry, just keep going with your content. If you're a YouTuber, if you haven't started, you can start it right away, if you can. Don't worry about, as Nenblock says, don't worry about having high tier content or even high tier quality stuff. Both in the implemented style and in the technical. See, organic, hard hitting. Now, what am I saying now? Oh my gosh. Now you're getting wet for what I'm saying. Okay, I shouldn't even say that anymore. I'm sorry. Ladies, please hold your orgasms. I'm a no fap, but I know what I'm saying. Oh Jesus, faps do not. Whatever. Well, I don't need to flee. I don't have to flee this video yet. I'm gonna go to push until 12 and then stop. So, the last thing I'll try to say for the last minute of this is other than stay soft, still on the move, and some other update, I guess, if I have time for that. But is that quality isn't everything. Consistency isn't everything. Not even high value is everything. You work with what you got, but quality can be a good inspiration. People have different perspectives of motivation, determination. They say determination is ideal or better, but it all works in different ways. Even encouragement and discipline as well. They could be polarized the same way, but not always seen the same way. So, if you know what I mean by that, hopefully. But quality can be really good when it's used in the right way. It doesn't have to be used every single time, or else even that loses meaning. I don't want to be the kind of guy who says that anything could lose meaning, because I'm the kind of guy who thinks everything's a priority and does everything for a reason, and can fail at both of those claims. But and any things that I happen to say off topic or even say without believing in, you can advocate ideas without believing in them. You can also, I am a controversial person even for being not myself sometimes. It's weird, but So for the real last minute of this video, let me just say this: quality doesn't mean just good. There is good in things that aren't quality. When you have quality, you're not only good. When you don't have quality, you're not good. I wanted that to be a little poetic, I guess. And then what else can I say is you will see me make quality content eventually, even if I don't niche down directly. I was planning on doing vlogging. I haven't said this before, but if I were to make quality content consistently and then only do quality content, maybe I would be relaxed about that and feel good about that. Maybe. Unfortunately, I don't always feel good about that. Unfortunately, that's how I felt the entire time I made content, at least on our CrossFit, if not on other channels and platforms. But I never felt good about quality as a lame excuse, or even as a make content better all the time, improving. There are good things about that. There are bad things about that. Depends on the person. But yeah, truly stay stuck because someone's on the move. Not even my claimations will always be quality, but even then, you'll know I have high value and even quality. Thank you guys.